I've made it a bit further north and I'm in Taranaki, and it has gone super flat. So I'm actually headed out here. I have been here before, but I've only ever fished it. So gonna head out and see if I can have a dive. I'm gonna get in my suit. The kayak's already down by the water, and if I don't hurry up, it's gonna float away. So I had better get my act together and get moving. Here we go. Here we go. Oh shit. Alright, come out offshore, and I've actually come a little way. I'm pretty close to shore still. I'm looking down and I can see the reef right there. It's nice and shallow, but it looks pretty clean. I'm actually going to hop in and have a quick little dive here. Being Taranaki, I know the fish are in close a lot, so I'm going to have a look here and see what happens. G'day everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is pretty much my first time in Taranaki waters, so I was really unsure what to expect here, but this first spot was just really pretty flat ground. There wasn't really a lot of structure here, so yeah, I decided to move.
Well, it sure looks real flat, eh? I might head out a bit more, see if I can find the reef edge.
So yeah, I actually moved out a bit, took the kayak with me, moved out a little bit deeper, and pretty much found where the sand met the rocks, and this area looked a lot more promising in terms of structure and everything, but there was just no fish life here. I had a pretty decent look around. There was plenty of boulders and stuff. I would have thought maybe I'd find some crayfish out here, but didn't even end up seeing anything like that. Just a few power and not much else really. A few little fish kicking around, but no bait schools, no predators, not even any parori, which you normally see pretty much everywhere. So just obviously the wrong spot for this day. So yeah, I actually moved down the coast a fair bit and found this little rock that was pretty much completely surrounded by sand, and it was only a little area, this area, but when I threw my head under this ledge, I found a bunch of crayfish. So I'd already actually seen this, gone to the top, had a breathe up, and yeah, this was my next time down there. So I grabbed that one and I shoved it under my arm. And then I grab this next one and it goes under my arm as well. So I've got a couple of crayfish under my left arm. I grab that one, it goes in my left hand, and then I grab this one, and it was going to be my fourth one, but it scoots away, so I have to go and grab that one. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I got four. I I had thought I was going to end up with 5 until that one got away, but hey, 4's still pretty good.
Just 4 on one breath.
Yeah, so I was on my way back to the kayak with the 4, and one of the ones under my arm actually slipped out and swum off. So yeah, just followed it back down to the floor, and luckily there was nowhere really for it to hide under here, so I was able to grab it again.
Nearly got away.
Yeah, so just swum up to the kayak and just threw them into the footwell in my kayak. Yeah, it was going to be a lot easier than measuring them and putting them in the bag while I was in the water.
Four on one breath, see if they're legal. That's one. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. 4 crays, 1 breath, all legal. You beauty. Haha. I gotta get back in and see if I can get another 2. Haha. Nice.
So I went back there to try and find another couple just to finish the crayfish off, and I found this rock here that had a hole that ran all the way through it, and yeah, there was crayfish in there. So I had this nice sized one sitting right in the entrance there, lined them up, got a grab, and that was number 5. And yeah, no need to measure this one. It was easily legal, so it could just go straight in the bag. And this time I was back down on the other side of the rock. I could see that hole ran all the way through it. So yeah, just dropped down, and I could see there was actually a hole halfway along as well, so I had a quick look at that first, but there was no one home in that one. So just come back around the other side, and there is a bunch of crayfish here, quite a decent number. So yeah, just line up one that looks like it's going to be legal size, grab it, and make my exit as all the other ones are scattering deeper into the hole.
Number 6.
And yeah, I needed to measure this one, but no, it was legal, so
yep, that's number 6.
In the bag it went.
You beauty.
So I went back to where I'd got the foregrab of crays, because there was a few legs had come off within that grab, and I knew it would attract some fish. So just dropped down slowly on it, and sure enough, there are a bunch of little fish swimming around. So I have a look at them, and I'm not seeing anything particularly interesting. And then I look over here, and I see this Jonh Dory just sitting there. So yeah, I was actually able to just pole spear the spear gun through it, push it into the rocks and get my hands to it, grab it and head back to the surface. And he's obviously not very happy about it. He's grunting a bit, but I'm happy because these things taste delicious.
Yes! Oh, you beauty! Oh, that! Oof, yeah!
So yeah, just quickly get my knife out, put the poor guy out of his misery.
Nice drawing, I didn't even have to pull the trigger. You beauty!
Last thing to do is tuck it in the fish bag, and I haven't actually got any ice in here, but yeah, I'll tuck it under the cover. And it's still not super warm yet, so it's not going to go off in a huge hurry. Dive back down, work my way up to the other side of the kayak and climb aboard.
Well, I dived a few spots now and yeah, it's just not fishy. I haven't really found any amazing structure or anything, but there's just no fish. No bait fish, no nothing. So yeah, I've only ended up with the crayfish and the Jonh Dory, which I'm actually pretty happy with, to be honest. It's a damn good feed. I'm pulling the pin. I'm not too far offshore, so we're just gonna paddle our way back in and yeah, I'll talk to you in there. Alright, kayak's back on the trailer and yeah, we've just got the catch in the back here. We've got 6 nice little crayfish, nothing huge there, and our nice fat little Jonh Dory, which I'm pretty stoked about. Not bad for a quiet little morning, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Not sure what I'm going to do now. I actually need to go to the library and upload my previous video, which will actually be coming out tomorrow. But yeah, I've got to do that and sort a bit of stuff out, and then I don't know, I might even just head a bit further north. Good morning everyone. It's the next day. It is another stunningly beautiful day, and that coast is still flat. So I've actually moved a little bit further north. I'm still in the Naki, but I'm a little bit further north. The main goal today is probably going to be catch some fish, or shoot some fish I should say. Yeah, might take the catch bag with me as well, because I've actually already given away half the crays I got yesterday. So we're going to get geared up, have a feed, suit it up, and get out there. Alright, let's do it.
So I worked my way out offshore and found this little shipwreck. Well, it's actually quite a big shipwreck, and there was actually quite a bit of debris spread over quite an area actually, but yeah, just had a look around, and wasn't too long before I found the usual suspects, crayfish. I don't know why, but most shipwrecks I've dived seem to have crayfish on them. They really seem to like them. And it might just be the structure that they leave, but yeah.
Oh, crayfish.
So yeah, I found that one, went back to the surface and dived back down to grab it, and you'll just notice a little sheen went across the screen there, and that is water getting into my dive housing. It's a bit of a problem really, but yeah, let's see it all draining back out there. Quick measure on that crayfish and it's legal, so in the bag it goes. Found this really quite nice sized crayfish sitting in this. I actually don't know what it would have been from the ship, maybe a smokestack or something, but yeah, got a quick grab to it. Out it came.
Yeah, he's a nice crayfish. Whew. Yeah.
Back down in this structure, and you can really see that the camera is starting to fail here, sort of going a bit fuzzy around the edges. But yeah, I don't know what this would have been in the ship, but it was a good home for crayfish, and yeah, I managed to get my arms down and grab one here. And yeah, got it out and sort of carried on looking around this bit of structure for more crays, but as you can see by the camera, it's really starting to fail, and it was pretty much at this point that the salt water took its toll on the camera and killed it. Alright, I'm back in, and yeah, good little dive. I'm not sure whether I got it on camera because my camera on my head got water leaked into it and was playing up. I think it's time I get a new camera for my head because I keep having problems with the battery going flat and things, and now it's got water in it. I think it's probably done, but well, whatever. Anyway, found an awesome little shipwreck out there, and there were a few crays kicking around it. Yeah, so here's the catch. We got 4 nice crayfish here, and yeah, this guy is actually not a bad size cray. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm actually headed north now. I want to be in Auckland tonight. All right, well, I have made it to my sister's place in Helensville, and we've got this beautiful Jonh Dory here, and we're going to fillet that up, and we've also got this lovely little crayfish, and we're going to cook that up, and we are going to share some awesome kai for dinner. Yeah. All right, we got this beautiful Jonh Dory, and we're just going to fillet it, and it's pretty much the same way I do most fish. I start in by the gill plate, and then with these ones I just run down the side in one cut, basically around the side there without actually going into it. Jonh Dory peel away, the meat peels away from the bones really easily, so I just get my knife in there and just help it away from it. Yeah, we just come up over the little rib bones here. Basically just follow it down. And, take it off, and there we have a beautiful Jonh Dory fillet, and they've got an awesome skin. There's no scales or anything, so we don't even need to skin that. And they also don't have pin bones, so we don't even need to bone it. All we need to do is cut it into bite-sized pieces. So there's kind of 3 natural breaks in it. So I just follow those natural break lines with the knife. And then we'll just have these two pieces so they're in nice little bite-sized pieces. And there we have it. Alright, we've also got our crayfishes ready to go on, so we'll just put that in the pot. Yeah. We'll get the lid on that. That'll steam for about 15 minutes. And now normally Jonh Dory will often have roe in them. This one doesn't have any in it. So all I'm going to do is flip it over, take the fillets off the other side, and we'll be ready to go. Alright, Jonh Dory's in the pan, and here's a little tip for you guys if you're ever cooking Jonh Dory. Cook the side without the skin first, because when you turn over and go to cook the skin side, it's going to curl up. And yeah, if you cook the skin side first, they all curl up, and then when you go to flip them over, they're all curled in a funny shape and they're really hard to cook. So yeah, nice little pro tip there. Just cook the not skin side down first. Alright, I'll flip them over, and here you can see them curling up. This one's curled up quite a bit there, so yeah, just makes it a lot easier if you cook them that downside first. Also, Jonh Dory cooks really quite fast, so you don't need to cook them for super long.
At the table on my chair. Thank you for the food we share. Itadakimasu.
In there. Yeah.